Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back to the Second Age. We are here in somewhere in Middle Earth. I don't know where. It could be, well, to be honest, it's actually probably feudal Japan. But as we are here in the Last Alliance Total War mod for Shogun 2 Total War. So yes, they haven't yet made any cool custom maps, but you know, this could, be easily a place in Middle Earth, as it is actually in feudal Japan. And it looks like we've got a bit of a charge here taking place. We've got some Cavs. Looks like it's got stuck in here. Some Krakaland Langford Riders. I don't think I've seen them before, but they've got stuck in. Looks like they ran into some Dragon Slayers down here, and they actually did okay. They took out about 40 of them. And yeah, I mean, it looked like they've inflicted some damage though onto the riders here as well. These Langford riders taking a few hits, but we've got a Krakaland coming forward here, or Krakaland I should call them. These guys like evil, mannish, sort of like faction. I don't really know how to really describe them. There's not a lot written about them, I've been told. And they're similar to like Dunland, but these guys like worship crows, and they're kind of like similar sort of like vibes to them. They are fighting alongside the war host of the north here. And we have the Kingdom of Numenor fighting alongside the Kingdom of Eredlu. So we have elves and men, dwarves and men fighting against orcs and evil men. You can see already the pikes of Numenor here getting stuck in against some. I think these are just, these are orc butchers. I thought they were warband, but they are orc butchers. They're not pretty decent. They're a hammer unit. So yeah, they're like a hammer and shield unit over here, and they are doing their bit. They're getting stuck on in. And it looks like we've got a general back here. Why is a dwarven general Thorin all the way back here in the zone? He's going to be vulnerable to Cav units back here. The Langford Riders doing a lot of problems here, and Iron Raiders as well. These are the better Cav, if I remember correctly, for Krakaland. I keep mixing those two up. But yeah, they managed to get in there amongst the Numenor archers here. And that is a big, big win there. Because if they can take these archers out, that is going to make it much easier to attack Numenor. Because Krakaland relies very much on double-handed sword units. So their shock units are obviously very vulnerable to archers. So they need to deal with archers as quickly as possible. Hunters over here for Numenor also being silenced. And they look like they're going to rout pretty quickly. You can see here the Mithril Warriors trying to cover that rear line, but having no joy just yet. Looks like the infantry is just about to get stuck in here. Combat even for these warriors of Vetri. Like these are just a single hand, I guess. Or one-handed? That's the word I'm looking for. One-handed sword unit with a shield. But again, they still have that sword bounce style sword. We've seen Krakaland quite a lot in recent Last Alliance battles, and they are very, very cool. Very cool looking faction. Be interesting to see how they do in today's battle, matching up with the dwarves. It's going to be a tough fight for them, that is for sure. So,
our men are under attack.
Javelins.
We must
act now. Javelin firing in. I wonder if javelins are just generally a bit better. Bows often do quite well, but javelins I feel like good for armor piercing. Hunters here getting silenced, and they're nearly a routing. These Iron Raiders here though are under half strength now as well. They need to be careful. Thrain needs to be careful here. Sorry, I think it's not Thorin, it's a Thrain. Second. It's a double-handed sword unit. Again, very vulnerable to cavalry charges. Firebeard Guard. It's a cool name. Very, very cool. But yes, this battle is very much starting very quickly and very intense. But yeah, if you're enjoying all things Last Alliance and Lord of the Rings themed on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show support. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to get involved in some Last Alliance battles, feel free to send them into my Discord. We'll send in the replays, and also feel free to join my Discord. And if you haven't checked out the mod and you've got Shogun 2 and you're like, I'm a fan of Lord of the Rings and Middle Earth, I'd definitely check it out because it's got a cool campaign. Even if you're not a big fan of multiplayer, it's got a campaign which is fairly developed, and it's also constantly getting developed as this mod. So constant updates for it. A Skull Crusher's a Gundabad here, and also an Orc Execution, getting in behind enemy lines here. Having to fight Swordmasters though, and this is a tough opponent for them as well. I would have to like to face these guys. Yeah, they are cutting through these Orcs actually. These Swordmasters, an elite unit. They are losing, but they're still taking a lot down with them. And that's the main thing. Archers over here kind of getting picked off by cavalry though, and it's also Warg Riders there as well. What have we got here? Eredlu Rangers, they're going to just charge in the back. You need to be careful, guys, if you're archers. Looks like the blue spears here are starting to break, though. Spears clearly are vulnerable to these Krakaland units down here. The constant onslaught from these double-handed swordmen It is starting to have its toll on the dwarves. Even though these are the single-handed, I think again the single-handed swordsman, the one-handed swordsman. Obviously, how you would say it. The Dragon Slayers though are a really cool unit. They're both an axe and also a crossbow unit. I don't know if they use all their crossbow ammo, but maybe not. Maybe they have to be sent in. They might have to be sent in. The lines are starting to crumble, but you can see his Skull Crusher's trying to get around the flanks. There is a gap in the line now opening up here. You can see where we have evil men. We have some Krakaland grabbers here going in. I imagine they're pretty low tier. They might get crushed here by Thrain II, who's being sent in. And yeah, look at those rangers killed to a dwarf down there. They were pinned between the barricades and also the cavalry here. We got the Mithril warriors going in. These guys have done a bad job of defending the rear line, that's for sure. Krakaland over here, still trying to break through. I haven't actually seen any of their double-handed sword units, but I imagine they're here somewhere. They might not have brought them. Oh, the Crow's Guard here, that's a double-handed unit. It's a hammer unit rather than a double-handed sword unit, but it's still a very dangerous unit to face on the battlefield. I don't know if I want to be fighting a wild man with a hammer, let alone a double-handed hammer. Yeah, I think back here, yeah, the Vetri archers still got a lot of brought a lot of bows actually. To be fair, as Krakaland. I guess they're trying to even up. We've got Eric II, Guard of Anatar's Chosen. I don't know if I've seen Eric in action, but he looks like he's down here with some double-handed swordsmen himself. You can see them here. I think this might be Eric's unit here, or it might be... No, these are the Kinstrith veterans. Yeah, these are the ones you need to fear. They're the real scary boys. The dwarves are starting to crumble a little bit. Numenor looks like it's holding its line fairly well, but it is getting encircled, like I said, on that flank there by the orcs, which is going to be a problem. Isildur is on the battlefield. And he's also got a very awesome looking unit. Like they have, they're all in black sort of armor, black and silver armor, and they have hammers and axes. They have moons on their shield. They look very cool. Moons and stars. I don't know if maybe Isildur's means something to do with the moon or the star. It might do. It might be why they have that theme. Yeah, Isildur's now in action. He's having to deal with some orc warband here. Should beat them, I'd imagine. He's a unit losing. I'm surprised at that. I thought they'd be winning that fight. The grabbers here, yeah, they're dying to the Mithril warriors. And again, we've got an heirloom ranger here standing behind barricade, maybe a bit safer. This barricade setup they had, clearly they were planning to box themselves in with the defenders. Well, basically what they are, the forces of good. Clearly plan to defend, box in, and they've kind of been undone. They kind of broke out of their defenses, which if anything have not worked in their favor. I guess they wanted to try and close the gap. Maybe they didn't like being focused down. I don't really know why they came forward, but it's certainly not worked to their favor here. See Krakaland warriors getting in behind. Yeah, I mean these battles are really fast paced, and I feel like your micro in Shogun 2 is gonna be on it. You've got to have next level micro, just to keep up with the pace of these battles. This isn't just Last Alliance. All the Shogun 2 battles are like this. It's one of the awesome mechanics you get with these sort of older Total Wars. I feel like Shogun, in a way, just fast-paced. It's quite good. Some of the Total Wars, I feel like it's going to be quite grueling and long. Which some people obviously like. I also do like the change having fast-paced battles, which is, I guess, kind of what more modern Total Wars are trying to go for. I feel like Shogun, you kind of still get it's fast-paced, but not too fast-paced. I don't know if that's a great explanation, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel too arcadey. That's what I'm trying to get at. Even though it's so fast-paced. Orc Butchers here, they're dying. They're getting surrounded here by Thrain and also these Numenorid Swordmasters. It certainly seems like Numenor's holding on that right flank there. Got the Wargs still very much alive and healthy, 69 and 78 in strength. And you can see Numenor in heavy infantry here forming up. Looks like the Heirloom Rangers have been protected as well. They're trying to keep their range units alive, which is great, but they haven't got much infantry left, which is the problem, and they could do with using their range units to assist
Good tidings!
These
the
fights.
Enemy general lies dead.
Don't know which general that is.
Cart to hell.
And there might be Isildur. I think he was in a badder situation. Yeah, Isildur has fallen You can tell because the star has disappeared from the top of his unit, while its orc bodyguard here still has it. So yeah, Isildur has fallen, so Numenor will have a bit of a morale debuff now, having lost its general. But these sword masters, they'll probably hold on for a lot longer. They are a top tier unit. And Isildur's bodyguard will probably fight pretty much the last man.
Oh, shameful day. Our army is running from the field. We must rally our men before all is lost.
They're also firing fire arrows with the trackers here. The Krakaland trackers. I think that must be trying to do a morale debuff. But all I can see it's achieving is just causing some burning of the forest. So these guys are, Mithril warriors are getting stuck in here. We have actually got archers now in the front line here for Krakaland. I'm pretty sure these ones are pretty decent. Yeah, the Krakaland archers are better against decent, I think. Good hybrid unit. Fighting in the forest down here. Trying to do that. It looks like Krakaland are losing decisively actually to these Mithril warriors. No surprise. Dragon Slayer's still holding on. Still unfazed. They're losing decisively, but they're unfazed. That's the problem with the Forces of Good. They have some really elite units. And so did the Forces of Evil. But the Kinstrift veterans are very good. Yeah, looks like the Dragon Slayer is about to break. Looks like the left flank's pretty much gone. These Mithril warriors are losing, but it's because they're getting shot on the side. I think they'd win that fight otherwise. Against the Chosen of Tajay. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I think someone tried to correct me, but I've already forgotten how you say it. It looks like it's Tajay. I don't know if that's right. But they're a double-handed sword unit as well, I think. Or maybe not. They're not actually. They're a sword and shield unit. They also look very cool. I mean, like, this faction, for like being a pretty unknown faction, looks awesome. It really does. It is slowly becoming one of my favorite factions. The dwarves, yeah, they're getting focused down here. And look at the fire going on. It's awesome. Yeah, heirloom Mithril warriors there. They should break fairly soon, I'd imagine. It seems like, actually, Numenor might be stabilizing the flank here.
Our men have been spotted.
With the support of Thrain, they're actually going to rout this orc bodyguard here. It's going to make it a little bit more interesting. If they can sort of like centralize what forces they have left, the forces good. They have a chance. Okay, here comes the arrival of Thrain and some more Numenorian heavy infantry. They got a chance, routing these orcs over here. Even though he might have actually just rallied the orc bodyguard, but. Krakaland looks very strong still. Still got some solid, like these Crow's Guard still alive. The Eric II still looking good. Let's actually have a look at it. Don't know if I've actually seen this unit. Oh, it is like a sword and shield unit. Okay. Get it from a better angle. They look very nice though. See them there with their beak style, but like helmet. Yeah, Eric's coming. I mean, there's some very healthy units here. Dwarves just need a little bit more defeating. And it looks like they're also going to just try and chase down rangers over here, which are hidden away. I'm surprised the wargs haven't dealt with them, but they're slowly killing off Numenorian archers. The rangers over here trying to kill the wargs. That's the problem. And the cav as well. That's the problem. I feel like that's something that needs to be looked at. I mean, evidently Numenor needs some like cavalry, some varieties of melee cav. I know that they're kind of like a sea peoples, but like in the Rings of Power, which I know is a terrible reference, they do have like cavalry of some sort, which I feel like they need something just to try and balance them up, because fighting these battles like against the Force of Evil, which usually have more cavalry it seems at the moment, with the wargs, just like Iron Raiders and Krakaland, they just get absolutely overwhelmed. I know that the Forces of Good do have like an all-cav faction in like the Kingdom of Ravanian, but it's all well and good if you bring Ravanian. And also when it comes to campaign, it's going to be a little bit unfortunate and unfair on Numenor. But I don't know exactly if Krakaland will come up against Numenor in a campaign. I guess that's the benefit of playing Numenor in a campaign. You can sit on an island and be safe. Thrain here, he's rushing forward. I think he's still alive. Let's see if we can find him. Oh yeah, he is. He's there with his crown on. Just about alive. He's going to somehow make it to this archer line. And I wouldn't put it past him to win this fight. No, really doubt he will, but yeah, winning decisively are the archers. I like how they still fire whilst in melee. Like,
my lord,
don't mind
our
us.
men have been discovered.
And yeah, he's losing decisive. I think they're just trying to pull out combat. They pulled through Thrain though by doing that. And it looks like the Rangers are slowly getting killed off with the support of the Warhosts of the North over here with their wargs. Again, the Rangers getting like out a double-handed axe is very cool. I won't lie, very, very cool. Like the secondary weapons look awesome. Oh, they haven't routed these Warriors of Veteran. They nearly did, and they're wavering at the
Our allies
Rangers.
are as unsteady as an egg on a stick. They flee the fields like cowards. We must look to our own men now.
Here we go, Numenor trying to hold on. Fight on, boys. Those big shields protecting them. It's very much, if you've never seen this unit before, you've not seen any Last Alliance battles, these guys are basically like Citadel Guard and Founding Guard kind of merged together.
Oh, shameful day. Our army is running from the field. We must rally our men before all is lost.
So yeah, they are starting to waver now and break at 90 men. And I
Our
think we're
foe
about to
is
see a mass.
utterly vanquished.
I see a mass
Let
rout,
all
yeah.
who remember this day
Numenor and heavy infantry here
remember it as
waving at
the day of our
130.
most glorious victory.
And Isildur here is still breaking. He's still fighting as Isildur. He refuses to give in. I'm surprised they are still fighting. Like, Isildur's fallen. Thrain is also dead, I presume. He's at least broken. And the Erelun Mithril warriors here fighting on the last sort of remnants of the Dwarven army. Cool how the dwarves are a sword unit here. I don't see many dwarves wielding swords. It makes a change. Yeah, there you go. Those Numenorians breaking, and I think dwarves are just about to give in a second. 45 of them left. But there isn't much left, I will admit, like a Krakaland and also of the Warhosts of the North. They nearly won this. I mean, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I mean, like 6 or 7 units here. So, I mean, yeah, they've done a good job of the Forces of Good. Even, like, for a very chaotic defense, I feel like they've planned... Oh, actually, there's a couple more units of archers here, so there's about 9 units left. But yeah, they kind of, like, had the line set up, as you can see. The defenses, or partly anyway, set up. And then it just seemed to all fall apart a little bit. They just kind of pushed out into the forest here and died in their droves at the dwarves. But there you go, a costly victory for the forces of evil. So, yeah, again, Krakaland winning again. I think I've seen them win in most games that they have played. They are a really strong faction. I mean, also, could just be down to the person playing them. It's just a very good player. But, yeah, they are evidently a strong faction and one to fear. And, yeah, we'll quickly have a look at the end results and see who got the most kills. I imagine it's going to be either Krakaland or the Warhosts of the North, but you never know. Forces of Good have a lot more enemies to kill, usually in a unit. We also have this glorious artwork. I think these are like some of the Elven units here, like the coastal Elven troops. But there you go. So this was sent in by Ellen and Ish, who was playing as Krakaland, I believe, and Alumi was playing as the Warhosts of the North. So thank you very much, guys, for sending this one in, and well done on their victory. Yeah, it looks like the Orcs here got the most kills, 3,000. But yeah, I mean, Aiden, who was playing as one of the Forces of Good, got nearly 3,000 himself, and Peter Harv outkilled Ellen and Ish there. We'll have a quick look at some of these kills. I mean, yeah, Alumi here playing as the Warhosts of the North, 428 kills, 3 with the Wargs of Mount Graham. The Wargs doing amazing, hunting down those archers. And the other one got 368 kills, 255 with the Butchers of Angmar. The Warband getting 250, 215 with the other Warband unit then. And yeah, there are the rest of the kills. If you want to look at those for Mordor, or for the Warhosts of the North, I should say, not Mordor. Then we have Peter Harv playing as the Kingdom of Numenor, getting 289 kills. Those pikemen, they just skewered so many of those orcs in that first wave. And the other pikemen did well as well, getting 278 kills. Isildur getting just over 200, getting 204 kills. The Numenorean infantry just getting just under 200 kills, 199. Sword Masters 184 and 174 with another one there. But yeah, there are the rest of the kills for Numenor. Then we have Krakaland here, played by Ellen and Ish. His Crow's Guard getting 365 kills as the highest kill count for any of his units, and then 261 with the Kinstrith veterans. The Krakaland warriors of Vetri getting 192 kills, and then his Iron Raiders 159 kills, and the Langford Riders getting 150. There are the rest of the kills for Krakaland. And then we have the final faction, the Dwarves of Eredluin. These Mithril warriors, 671 kills, incredible. Thrain getting 566 kills. The Mithril warriors here getting 314, 256 for the Dragon Slayers, and then another one getting 176 kills. And then the Royal Swordsman getting 174 kills, and then there are the rest of the kills with the Dwarves, if you want to have a look at those. But there you go, guys, that is today's battle, and what a fight it was. Certainly a glorious one. It's good to be back, checking out some more Last Alliance. And yeah, if you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show support. And go and check out some of those other battles that are just appearing on your screen if you want to see some more Second Age action. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later.